After the break, they'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, it's Tyson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
The one thing you know you're going to get with this guy is yards after contact. He makes people miss. He can break tackles, wears defenses down, and he's doing it right now. After that last carry, the offense now set up beautifully close to the goal line.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like in red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corner's going to give them room. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. And the Tigers will have it first and 10. That's caught. It's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Cobb. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your
And the ball squirted out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. To the air, it's Jarvis. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the 1st down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
But it does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target, the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
Buying some time. He's going to take off. Rams in with the stiff arm. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands. It's Strickland. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strickland. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. String.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger...
Into their happy place for a touchdown. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. About the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Jarvis. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's caught. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the game.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
I know that that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a gap, it's Alston. He's in open space downfield. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to fit.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got it behind the line. It's Strickland. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Release to the back. With the catch, it's Strickland. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13. And that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They feed him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to pass, it's Jarvis. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking deep. Brings it in down the left side. Here he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Tyson.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Now improvising. He'll throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Back to throw, it's Jarvis. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Auburn! And that one will give him the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Jarvis. Got it in the middle. It's Williamson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Williamson. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Now adjusting. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Strickland.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it's no good. He missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Simmons. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Quick spin on the line. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll give it on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble, big-time costly mistake.
Back to pass, it's Jarvis. Pulls it in, it's Strickland. Oh, he got loose. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Got a man. It's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Going to try to get it himself. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Jarvis. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Still on his feet at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. There he goes.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll give it to the back. Running through contact. And it'll be a touchdown.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Simmons. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. Picked off! What a play by this defense. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have...
They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to...
And he's still running after the move. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. All wideouts, no backs. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Fakes the grab down the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.